Good morning, friends, everyone who's joined in. My name is Karan Vakharia from Pathfinders Holidays. We are a company specializing in arranging some very unique and customized holiday trips around the world. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you and thank you so much for joining us this morning for an exclusive yoga and meditation session brought to you by Ananda in the Himalayas, which is ranked the #1 destination spa in the world. Ananda, the brand, requires no introduction and is one of the most sought after yoga retreats in the world. I would like to introduce Mr. Sandeep Agarwalla, Head of Yoga at Ananda, who will help us with the morning session. Namaskar, Sandeep ji.
Namaskar, Karan.
Sandeep ji has studied in the prestigious Bihar Yoga Bharti with an MA in Yoga Physiology. He is a passionate proponent of traditional Hatha Yoga and believes in the symphony of Asanas, conscious breathing, and mindfulness to create a unique balance. He has helped in developing various wellness programs at Ananda, the most recent one being Dhyana. We also have with us Manini Sen, who is the Director Sales for Ananda, and Eman Akhtar, Senior Sales Manager for Ananda for the Gujarat region. Not taking away any further time, I will now invite Sandeep ji to take the session forward. Thank you.
Namaskar, all our viewers and participants. A very warm welcome to all of you. I am here at the Anandas in spite of the lockdown. They're trying to bring all these sessions online. So it's a great privilege to be with all of you. And since it's a very different format that we are operating on, so there is just one-way communication. So it's a difficult communication, but we'll try our best as much as we can to connect with you. And I'll start the session with a very short introduction about the classical understanding of yoga. And after that, we will actually go into a 75-minute session where we will be doing some physical asana practices and a little bit of breathing followed with a short relaxation or meditation. So that's how the whole session is structured. But before that, just would like to speak very few words to have a proper understanding of yoga. So nowadays, what we see, the modern version of yoga is more of a physical postures. Whenever you see a person talking about yoga, they would talk about how I can be more flexible, how I can do this posture in a better way, how can I stand on my head to do some complex practices. But sorry to say that that's not the only element of yogic practices, because that is just one and a very short part of yogic practices, the physical part. The other element of yoga is the mental element, the spiritual element, the emotional element. So basically the whole science of yoga is very, very ancient. It's not a modern science. So we have to actually go back to the roots if you really want to understand what is yoga. Modern teachers have actually given their ideas, which is very, very limited. But if you go back to the yogis who have spent their lifetime without any commercial gains to bring the science and the knowledge of yoga, so what was that science? We have to first understand that. And that knowledge is actually hidden in the scriptures. So if somebody asks me, what is yoga for you? So I would say that it's a science to harmonize my body and the mind. Body is fine. I know I do my exercise, I do my asanas, I do my gymming. My body can remain healthy by playing sports or whatever. There are various ways of doing it. But how do I manage my mind? My mind is always disturbed. Something happens which is against my liking. And then my mind goes into a negative state. And the whole day I'm carrying that negative state. So how do I manage those elements within myself? And that creates that element of stress within me. And I'm not able to channelize myself into the positive directions of my life. So that's where the meditation techniques, the breathing techniques, or the relaxation techniques are very, very important. And don't take yoga as a physical exercise or a workout. It's not. It has become like that. Sorry to say that, but it is not that. Simple practices are required to be done. Very simple practices in yoga, and it is to be done with the whole awareness of your breathing. That is one element. The awareness of your body, that is another element. The awareness of your mental state, that is another element. Because if you are trying some physical postures and your body is not ready, you are actually forcing yourself. And when you're forcing yourself, you are creating more tension and more stress in the body. So you're not relaxed, which is against the principle of yoga. So yoga says, be aware of your limitations. And the moment you become aware of the limitations, you are gentle with yourself. You don't force. After a yoga session, you should feel light. The whole day you should carry that positivity, that calmness within you. Not like, oh, I came out of a yoga session all drained out of the energy and I just need to go and relax myself. No, that's not the idea. The idea of yoga is to be full of energy. After the session, you should carry that lightness within you throughout the day. Because if you have started the day with the right way, with the right energy activation, during the day there will be disturbances. There will be a lot of complications and which things that you need to deal with. But if you have been able to ground yourself, if your energies are very positive, you are in a better situation to deal with the problems. And that's what happens. So take yoga as a holistic approach, and that is what our whole philosophy at Ananda has been. Since the time we have started 20 years ago, we have always kept yoga very, very traditional, very, very simple. We have not allowed the modern thinkings of yoga to come into the teachings here. And I would say that I'm very, very blessed that I have studied at the Bihar School of Yoga, which is one of the most authentic yoga traditions. And Swami Satyananda, Swami Shivananda, Swami Niranjanananda, they are the masters of this school, and they have held on to the knowledge, the traditional knowledge, and we are just imparting that knowledge as a small on the journey. So with that short introduction to the yogic science, I think after the session we might have some time for short introduction, question and answer if you have. So the session that I have designed for you is, I don't know, different people will be there with different conditions. Some people may be practitioners of yoga. They are very flexible. They are very fine with all the postures. Some people might be very stiff. They are trying for the first 2 times or maybe few times. So we need to see that everybody fits into the session. So we have designed the session in such a way that first we will start with very gentle movements, just to get into the flow, just to loosen up the body, and then we will move into a little bit of progression. Make sure that you do not force yourself. That is most important. I will be guiding you. Some of the postures may be not recommended for people having back problems, sciatica, slip disc, cervical, knee problems. A lot of people have these issues. Be gentle, don't overdo it. That's not the idea. I will be also telling you who should avoid these practices. So this is how we will build up the session. And after the yogic, the physical part, we will move into the breathing part of the yoga, which is pranayama, which is very, very important to move into the next dimension of the mind, which is meditations. So this is how we move. And this is about the yoga on the mat. Now, there is something which is called yoga off the mat, which is all about your attitudes and your responses that you carry. So the yoga on the mat actually equips you to be more aware of the mat. So during the day, you are better focused, you're more aware, you're more positive. That is the whole idea of yoga, to bring that harmony in our daily life. So please get ready. Hope you all are ready with your mats. And I would suggest that if you're having your mobile phones just try to maybe switch off or make it silent so that you're not getting disturbed by your messages or any distractions. Because the whole idea is to go within for some time. Place your hands on the knees with the index finger on the tip of the thumb. Spine is straight and eyes are gently closed. For a few moments, allow the body to become still and steady. If you are feeling any discomfort in the body, try to relax that part of the body. Keep the spine straight, relaxing your facial muscles, shoulders. Feel the legs fully grounded on the floor. And when you feel the body still, take the awareness to your natural breath. Just observe the breath for a few moments without making any force in the breathing process, just the awareness of the breath. You will observe that as you are becoming aware of the breathing, your breathing becomes more relaxed and deeper. Now, shift the awareness to the eyebrow center. At the eyebrow center, visualize a candle flame. Keeping the awareness on the flame, we will chant the mantra Om 3 times all together. Please inhale deeply for Om chanting. Om. Inhale deeply. Om. Breathe in deeply. Om. Feeling the vibrations of the mantra chanting within you. Rub your palms together. Generate the warmth on the palms and place them on your closed eyes. This is called palming. Very good for the eyes. And gently open the eyes. So we'll start the session. You can stretch your legs to the front. We will start with few joint loosening practices. Just gently bounce your legs and knees. Bend the right leg and interlock your fingers. Hold the thigh from the inside. Left leg remains straight. The spine remains straight as much as you can. You will stretch the leg to the front as much you feel comfortable. And slowly bend the leg from the knee and try to bring it to the chest. This is called knee bend, Janu Naman, very good for the knee thigh muscles. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. This is the movement with the breath. Every practice will have a breathing I will be guiding you to. Inhale, straight, stretch the leg. Exhale. Try to bring the knee to the chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. You can take the toes out, that will give you more stretching, and breathe out. Knee to the chest. Be very, very mindful when you're doing the practice. Inhale, exhale. Relax the leg to the floor. At any point you need to just make your body comfortable, you are free to do it. Keeping the right leg on the floor, spine straight, bend the left leg. And again, holding the thigh from the inside, head slightly upward. Stretch the leg to the front, 1, and 1, knee to the chest. Breathe in, 2, take a deep breath in, and breathe out, 2. If you are holding any tension, discomforts in the body, release it. 3, inhale, 3, exhale. 4, inhale, 4, exhale. Inhale, straight, right leg firmly on the floor. Exhale, knee to the chest. One more time. Breathe in, give a good stretch. Breathe out, knee to the chest, maximum. Relax the leg to the floor. These are very simple practices, but they have very subtle effects on the body and prepares your body for future further practices. Now coming to the hip joint, Ardha Titliyasan, you will bend the right leg and drop the knee to the sides, placing the right foot on the left thigh. If it becomes slightly discomfortable to you, you can place the foot on the floor also, okay, as you feel comfortable. Spine is straight, hold the knee and try to bring the knee up to the chest, feeling the hip joint. Very good for opening the hip joints. Nowadays, many people have difficulty sitting on the floor because we have stopped sitting on the floor and the hips have gone very, very tight. Inhale up, exhale down. When you're bringing the leg down, just make sure that the upper body is still, it's not falling forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale up maximum as much as you can reach to the chest. Exhale. Keep checking that you're doing it in a very relaxed way. Spine is straight, left leg is straight on the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. These practices are done in a very relaxed way with the breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Now bring the knee to the chest and drop the foot down, leg straight, and relax your body. We shall do the practice with the other side, bending the left leg and place them on the left, right thigh or on the floor. I'll show it to you from the front. This is the position, or you can place it on the floor for people who have difficulty to place it on the thigh. Right leg remains straight, bringing the knee up as much as you can, and the knee goes down as much as you can. Doesn't matter if your knee comes here also, slowly things will get better. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathing out, gently push the knee down. Inhale, keep the upper body straight. Exhale. Right leg is fully, firmly on the floor. That will give you better effect. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale up. Exhaling down. One more time. Breathe in. Maximum knee to the chest. Breathing out. Maximum knee towards the floor. Now we will straighten the leg, bringing the knee up, release the leg and gently bounce. This was Ardha Titli Asan. Ardha means half, Titli means the butterfly, so half butterfly. We also have the full butterfly pose, the Titli Asan we call it. So we bend both the legs from the knees and the heels come as close to the body. You will interlock your fingers and hold the toes from the outside, taking a firm grip. Spine is straight. We are going to bring the knees up as close to each other and then slowly bringing the knees down toward the floor as much as it goes. Doesn't matter how much you are able to reach, because many people will be able to do just this much, that's fine. Inhaling up, exhaling down, inhale up, exhale down. Just close your eyes if you feel comfortable and do the movement. Breathe in, feel the effect on your inner thighs, the pelvic region. Exhale down, keep the spine straight. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring the knees down. You can also do the practice holding the knee up, inhale, and down, exhale. This gives you a more deeper stretch. 2 more rounds. Inhale up, exhale down. Don't force too much. Just feel it, your limitations. Inhale up. With these practices, you will see the difference when you are doing these practices regularly. Try to hold the toes again and bounce your knees with closed eyes faster. Mentally count 30 bounces from now. After you finish your 30 bounces, bring the knees together and relax the legs. So there are practices for every joints of the body, but in this one session, we cannot actually cover all the joints. So I'm covering the major joints of the body just to give you an idea. Now we move to the shoulders. For the shoulder rotation, stretch the arms to the front. You can sit in a cross-legged position. You can take support of a cushion if you want, or the wall support. And bend the arms, place the fingers on your shoulder joints. Spine is straight, elbows are closer. This is the starting position. Rotation of the shoulder joints. Raise your elbows upward, take them behind, and bring it down, rotating them from the sides of the body. Inhale up, rotate, exhaling down. This is the movement. We'll do a few rounds. Very good for the relaxation and release of all the tensions in the shoulder region, the upper back. Do it in a very relaxed way. Inhale and opening your shoulders. Exhale, bring it down to the front. Inhale up. When you take the elbows behind, try to take them as back as you can, depends upon you. Exhaling down. 2 more rounds. Exhale. Last rotation. Breathe in, breathe out. Doing the reverse movement, take the elbows back, upward, and joining the elbows together if you can, then bring it down. Do it as per your comfort. It's not necessary that each person will do in the same manner. Shoulders are one area where we store a lot of tension which we are not aware of. Even when you are working daily activities, the shoulders are taking up all the tensions. Very good to release all the stiffness in that area. Inhaling up, Exhale down, last rotation. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax. Bring the arms down. Like that, we have done knee, hip, and shoulder joints. As I mentioned, there are practices for every joint. It might take us 45 minutes just to do the joint practices. So I'm just skipping few of the joints. If you are interested to learn all the joints, then I will tell you how to do it. Now moving to next some practices. The next practices is, first practice in the series will be Nauka Shanchalan, which is called rowing the boat. The practice is very similar as you row the boat. Okay, so the benefit of this practice is it's very good for your lower abdomen, to strengthen the lower abdomen, the back, the opening of your shoulders, that is another. It also has a forward bend, so all your calves and your hamstrings gets a very good stretching when you're bending forward. An amazing practice. Just watch it once. We sit straight, feet together. We bring the hands close to the shoulders or the chest and close the fist. Thumb is inside, as if you are holding the oars of the boat, and legs are completely firmly grounded. This is the starting position. You will raise the arms upward, pulling the spine upward, and bend forward from the hips. And then the arms will go by the sides, lean backwards 45 degrees, up, pulling the spine, bend forward. So if you have already started, join me. Inhale, go back, up, exhale, forward. Breathe in, check your legs are not going off the floor. Exhale, forward. Try to keep the spine as straight as possible. Pulling the spine up and bending forward close to the feet. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, bend forward. Inhale, exhale. 2 more rounds. Continue. Feel the effect on your abdomen, on your hamstrings, legs, and relax. We shall do the same movement but with the reverse direction. That is also very, very challenging for some people. So closing the fist, bend forwards, and now lift your arms up and back and forward. This is the reverse rowing the boat. Nauka Shanchalan. Nauka means boat. Sanchalan means to row the boat. Inhale, just go half. Don't go fully to the floor, not required. Legs are straight. Inhale. Exhale. The movement should be very smooth, not jerky. 2 more. Exhale forwards. Inhale, go back. And exhale forward. Relax the body. Place your hands at the back. Keep the spine slightly relaxed at the back. Eyes gently closed. Observe the whole body from the top to the bottom, observing the breath. Allow the breath to become normal. After 2-3 breaths, we move to the next practice. You will separate your legs to a comfortable distance. The next practice is called Chakki Chalan Asana. Chakki means a hand mill. Chalan means to rotate. Watch the practice, 1 round, then join me for the full practice. So legs are separate, spine is straight. We bring the arms to the front and interlock the fingers. The arms will remain straight throughout the practice. They will not bend. That is important. You are bending forward from the hips. Legs are straight. You will go to the right side as much as you can. Lean backwards, rotating the body from the waist to the left side. You will come forward. And then you will do the reverse side also. This is the practice. I will tell you the breathing. First, get the movement. See how it feels. So, hope you are ready with the practice. Legs are straight on the floors. Pull the spine up. Interlock your fingers. Bend forwards as much as you can. Go to the right side. Arms straight. Lean backwards. And come forward from the left side. The more you go to the right and more to the left, the more the better. But depends upon your condition. Continue. 3, 3. Now the breathing. Inhaling, go back. Exhaling, taking your hands over the toes. Inhaling, back. Exhale, forward. Imagine you are running a hand mill. Keep your legs straight on the floor. Make the circle bigger. Very good for the whole lower abdomen. Last rotation and relax. If any point during the practice you feel that the practice is becoming too much for you, you can stop and relax. We do the reverse side from the left to the right. Bend forwards, arms are straight, go to the left, lean back, right side, forward. 2, 2. If you're finding it very easy, separate the legs more and see what happens. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Exhale. 6. 2 more rounds. Imagine the rotation. 7. Inhale. And exhale. 8. Bring the arms down. Legs closer to each other. And again, take a moment to relax yourself. Relax your body completely, observing the effect of the practice. If your breath is slightly deeper and heavy, allow it to become more calm. Relaxed breathing. Now open the eyes and we will move to the next practice. So these two practices, rowing the boat and churning the mill, you can integrate in your daily routine. Very good practices. Next practice is a very good spinal twist. So in this practice, we call it Meru Vakrasan. Meru means the spine. Okay, Vakrasan means to twist. So what we do is, we bend the right leg and place the right foot out of the left knee. Okay. The left hand goes to the back in line with the spine ideally, and the right hand goes to the side of the left hips. I will show you like this. So the right foot is out of the left knee, left hand at the back, right hand to the side of the left hips. Keep the spine straight here, and you will try to twist your body from the waist. If you find it difficult to place the hand on the sides, you can also take a grip of your knee like this and do the practice. Keep checking that you are not leaning back too much. That is not desired. This is not right. The spine has to be straight. and you are twisting. Take the support of the hand at the back and keep twisting. Keep the right foot flat on the floor if you can. Try to be relaxed, and with each inhalation and exhalation, make a twist. Go deeper. You can take the simpler version also and come to the center. We do it from the other side. Bending the left leg, take the left foot out of the right knee this time. Okay. Right hand goes to the back in line with your spine if you can, or slightly to the sides. Left hand to the side of the right hip or holding the knee, whatever feels comfortable to you. These are different options and variations that you should take. Keeping the spine straight, just gently twist. If you feel that your neck is getting too strained, you can just keep your head relaxed. If you are comfortable, take the help of the right hand and twist. Keep checking that your spine is straight and you are giving a good twist. With each breath, go deeper into the twist. And relax. Release the leg straight. This was a very good spinal twist practice, Meru Vakrasan. Actually, this practice can be done sitting on the chair also. If you see, when you're sitting on the chair, you can hold the side arm or the sitting, and you can give a good twist. When you are sitting and working for long hours, we actually do these practices unknowingly, which are part of the yogic practices. But here, everything is being done consciously. That is the whole difference. So, hope you are enjoying the session, and it's not going to be very tough. Now, come on your knees in the pose of Vajrasan. Vajrasan is a very good posture where you can sit in this posture as a meditation technique, or you can sit in this posture after your meals. It is a very good for digestion. You can sit in this posture for as long as you can. There's no harm in this practice. There are many practices which are done from this base position. One of the practices is called cat pose, Marjari Asan, which is a very good practice for the flexibility of the spine. So you will lift the body up and bring the hands under your shoulders. Palms flat. Knees are slightly apart under the hips. Toes can be tucked in, that is better, or out as you wish. You will bring the spine downward and raise your head upward. Remember, elbows are not bending. Elbows are straight completely. Just the movement of the spine and the head goes up. Feel the arch on the spine. And now raise the spine upward, rolling the spine upward. Bring the head down as much as it comes. Don't force yourself. This is one round. Now inhale, head up, arch. Exhale, head down, spine up. Continue, breathe in. Your whole spine gets a very good stretching. Each vertebrae gets a very good opening. Exhale, spine up, bring the head down. Keep checking that you're not bending the arms. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now remain in the neutral position. Keep the spine in the neutral position, the starting position of the cat. And we will move from here to the next practice, which we call the Vyagrasan. So from the cat, we are moving to the tiger pose. The posture is very, very similar. The spine movement is very similar. Only the involvement of the leg comes here. So just keep the knee slightly closer in this practice. And just follow me. Stretch your right leg back. Okay? And then bring the knee to the chest. This is one option. Leg back, knee to the chest. Now we are moving to the actual practice. Take the leg back. You will bend the leg from the knee, bring the head up, and try to bring the sole of the feet to the back of the head as much as you can. The hips should not twist. The hips are fixed. Now straighten the leg, bring the knee to the chest, head down, and the nose to the knee. So I've given you two options, the actual one and the simpler one. 2, inhale. 2, straight leg, exhale, knee to the chest, head down. 3, inhale. 3, exhale. 4, inhale, bend the leg, head up, exhale. Very good for the opening of the hips and the spine. Bring the knee to the chest as much as it comes. And gently, knee to the floor, relax the body. For some people, it might be challenging for the knees on the floor. You can actually roll the mat, or you can take a cushion or a towel below your knees, because if you're having some limitations, I would advise to take some cushioning under your knees. Now taking the left leg back. First, the simple variation, just taking the leg back and forward. One more round, back and forward. Now going into the practice fully, bend the left leg, head up, leg straight, knee to the chest, head down. 2, inhale, head up, bend the leg. 2, exhale, knee to the chest. 3, inhale. 3, exhale. 4, breathe in, bend the leg from the knee, head up as much as you can lift. Exhale, knee to the chest. Last round, do it with your full awareness as much as you can go into the practice. Lift the head upward and exhale. Knee to the chest, head to the knee, and release the posture. Take your toes out and gently sit on your heels if you can. Bring the forehead to the floor, which is the child's pose, Shashank Asan. The important thing in this practice is that your hips are rested on the heels. For many people, this will be not easy. Their hips will be up. With practice only, you will be able to bring the hips down. Second point, your forehead has to go to the floor. But if you're not able to bring the forehead, you can make a fist, 1 or 2, and rest your forehead. Point number 3, your knees should be ideally closer, not very wide apart. This is not desired. It should be slightly closer. But only in case you have a big stomach, then you can separate the legs, knees, and then go down. So always we have to modify the practice as per the practitioners sometimes, because they have limitations. There is nothing right or wrong in this. All the variations are good, provided you're doing it in the right way. So you're relaxing in this position, taking a few deep breaths in and out. A very good posture for complete relaxation. Very relaxing for the whole nervous system, calming the mind, making the breath more calmer. It also gives you a very good gentle forward stretch to the spine. Just surrender yourself completely in this posture. The name signifies child's pose, like you are completely relaxed, surrendered, like a child. Shashank also means the rabbit pose. Different names of the practices actually represents a certain attitude that we carry. And that's how the name of the practices are given. Now please release the posture, come up and prepare yourself to stand up. We shall do some standing postures. They are very good practices. So you will be on the center of the mat, feet closer to each other. There can be a slight gap of 10 centimeters. Because if you keep the feet together, it's not a very good balancing. And you always struggle with the balancing. So we suggest that you can keep a 10 centimeter gap. This gives you more support and firmness on the floor. Spine remains straight. The practice is Harassin, palm tree pose. It's a very good upward stretch of the whole spine and the whole muscles of the body. We interlock the fingers and place them on top of the head. Palms are facing upward. You will select a point at the front that will help you in the balancing in the final posture. Raise your arms up, stretch, and lift your heels coming on the toes if you can. And then slowly bring the hands to the head and heels down. If you find coming on the toes difficult, you can also just stretch the arms as a variation. So we'll do a few rounds. Breathe in, go up, stretch. Breathe out, come down. So the focus on the point helps you in the concentration of the practice. 2, inhale, stretch up. See that your arms are stretching up, your heels are going up, coming on the toes. Exhale down. Inhale up. Feel as if you're going up to the ceiling to try to touch the ceiling. See the stretch on the whole body. Exhaling down. We'll do 2 more rounds. Breathe in, up. Give a good stretch. And breathe out, down. Breathe in. Last round, you're going to hold it. Go up maximum. See that point in the front. And a slight challenge I'm giving you. Try to lift your head up to look at the back of the palm or slightly upward to the ceiling. See if you can balance it or not. Many people will not be able to balance it by taking the head up. And relax. Relax the arms to the sides, close your eyes, and just observe the body, observe the flow of the breath. Relax the whole body after the practice of Tadasana, palm tree pose. Moving to the next practice, separate your legs about shoulder width or slightly more than the shoulder width apart. It's a side bending of the spine, which is called Tiryak Tadasana, the side palm tree. Interlock your fingers and raise the arms over the head, palms are facing upward. Your arms remain straight throughout the practice. You're not bending the elbows in the practice. This is important. Bend to your right side from the waist as much as you can. You'll feel a very good stretch on the left side and a compression on the right side. Palms are facing outside. Come to the center. Bend to the left side and go down. Center. You can keep the gaze fixed on the point that you selected in the last practice. Go down with the right side as much as you can and come to the center. Go to the left side as much as you can and come to the center. Now we will integrate the breath. Breathe in here and breathe out. Exhaling, go down. Inhaling, come to the center. Exhaling, go to the left. Inhale to the center, 2 more rounds. Go maximum to the right, exhale. Hold it, go maximum. Arms straight, feel it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last round. Go to the right side, exhaling. Check your shoulders are not coming forward. Inhale. Exhale. It's very important to keep your chest open, not dropping the shoulders down. Inhale to the center, stretch the arms and drop the arms to the sides. Keep your feet closer and relax your body. Breathe in and out. Always take a moment if you need to relax. So these two practices were very good practices for the upward stretch of the spine, a side bending of the spine. Now we shall do one practice which is a forward bending. So for people having some back issues, they should be very gentle with the forward bends. If you have slip disc or any herniated discs, please be careful. Just we'll do gently. Legs closer, about 10 centimeters apart, arms to the sides. You will inhale and raise your arms up and bend backwards. Look up. Feel the stretch. Keep the knees straight, legs straight, and slowly bend forward from the hips. See, you're not bending the spine, you're just bending from the hips. And slowly go down, reach to the floor if you can, touching the toes or the floor with your fingertips. If you are touching the fingertips, you can bring the palms. Head is slightly up initially. Relax your shoulders, knees are straight, and then come up again. Lift the arms up, back, look up, exhale, bend forwards from the hips. If you feel the tension at the point, you can remain there and just stay there, keep breathing. Don't overdo the practice. Breathe in, lift your arms up, take them back, and exhale, bend forward. Ideally, you should be able to bring the head toward the knee or as close to the knee. That will give you a very good stretch. But don't tense your shoulders or the back. You can take a grip of your ankles or the shin bone from the back and keep working on the practice. Release with the inhalation, come up. Exhale, relax the body. Just feel the effect of these practices. Allow the breathing to normalize. And please lie down on your back. Lie down on your back. Keep the legs slightly apart. Palms are facing upward. This is the pose of Shavasan. The best yogic practice where you don't have to do anything. Where you don't have to do anything, that is the best condition of the body and the mind, where the mind and the body is actually healing. Feel the whole body lying on the floor. Try to relax each and every part of the body. Now join the legs together. We will do last practice and then we will move to the meditation and the breathing techniques. Bend both the legs from the knees. Keep the feet together and the heels as close to the hips. The knees are also closer to each other, foot is closer to each other. You will bring the hands under your head, interlock your fingers and place the hands under your head. Elbows are on the floor, ideally, if you can. Now you will slowly drop the knees to the right side and turn the head to the left side. Check that your knees are together, feet is together. If you find this difficult, you can also do the practice with arms stretched. Come to the center, bring the knees to the center, head to the center, and gently drop the knees to the left and turn the head to the right. Supta Udarakarshan, the name of the practice. Come to the center, head to the center now. Exhale, drop the knees to the right, head to the left. A very good practice to give a very good massage to your whole inner organs of the abdomen and digestion. Breathe in and breathe out. It also gives you a very good stretch to the side muscles. Very good effect on the lower back. Breathe into the center. Breathe out to the other side. Head goes to the opposite to the knee. Inhale to the center. Exhale, knees to the left, head to the right. Be aware of what's happening in the body. Be gentle as per your body condition. We will do one more round and hold the final position. Inhale to the center and exhale to the right, head to the left. Just stay in this posture. Keep your foot on top of each other and knees together. Try to drop the knees to the right and head to the left. And keep breathing here, deep breaths. Now with the inhalation, bring it to the center. Exhale, knees to the left, head to the right, foot on top of each other. Check your position of the feet has not gone off. Keep breathing deeply. Now with the inhalation, you will release the posture. Come to the center and just hug your knees with your fingers interlocked. Pull it to the chest and gently roll on the spine. Very gentle rolling. It gives a very good massage to your whole spine and legs straight. Just relax in Shavasana. Keep the legs shoulder width apart, palms facing upward, eyes gently closed. We are done with the physical practices, the asana practices. Now we are going to move into the breathing and the meditative side of the practice. So you are lying in the pose of Shavasana on the floor. Mentally observe the whole body, keeping the eyes closed. Adjust the body as much as you can so that you are comfortable in the pose of relaxation. In this practice, you have to just follow the instructions. You will not try to analyze anything. Simply listen to the instructions and follow it as much as you can. The only condition is that you will not sleep and you will listen to me. Adjust your body position. If you need any adjustments now, please do it. If any part of the clothing is tight on your body, try to adjust the clothing so that there is no tightness and there is no discomfort in any part of the body. Relax the whole body completely to the floor. Relax the whole body completely to the floor. Check your facial muscles, your abdominal muscles, your right arm, your right shoulder, the right side muscles, right thigh, right knee, the right foot, the whole right side of the body completely relaxed. Take the awareness to the left arm, left shoulder, side muscles, thigh, left knee, left foot, the whole of the left side of your body. Check that you are not holding any tightness in any part of the body. Take the awareness to the back of the body. The right buttock, the left buttock, the lower back, upper back, the whole of the spine, the back of the head, top of the head, right eye, left eye, the nostrils, right cheek, left cheek, lips, neck, the whole of the chest, abdomen, navel, whole front of the body, whole back of the body, the whole body, the whole body lying on the floor. You are in the pose of relaxation. Do not sleep. Feel the whole body surrender to the floor. Mentally say to yourself, I will not move the body. I will be completely still. Now take the awareness to the breath. Observe the breath, the natural flow of the breath in the nostrils. You are simply becoming an observer of your breath. You are not trying to change the breathing. The body is breathing by itself. The breath is going in and out by itself. Just be aware of the breath. Feel the air going into your nostrils and feel the air coming out through the nostrils. This is called simple awareness of the breath. See if you can maintain the awareness of the breath. Even if your mind wandering here and there, thoughts are coming, let it happen. But you have to be aware of each inhalation and each exhalation. Do not sleep. Just the awareness of the breath going in and out. Now take the awareness to the abdomen and feel the navel and the abdominal muscles rising up and down with each breath. It's a very natural movement of the abdomen which is happening naturally. Simply be aware of this movement in the abdomen. With the inhalation, abdomen goes up. With the exhalation, the abdomen goes down. It's a simple awareness of the breath in the abdomen. Now allow the breath to become slightly deeper. As you breathe in, feel the expansion of the abdomen, and when you breathe out, feel the contraction of the abdomen. Inhaling, abdomen expands. Exhaling, abdomen contracts. Do not force the breathing or the abdomen. Be very relaxed in the breathing. This is called deep abdominal breathing. A very good practice for preparation for the meditations and to increase the breathing capacities of the lungs. Draw the maximum breath inside and expand the abdomen upward. Exhale fully out and relax the abdomen. If you feel comfortable, you can place the right hand on the navel just to feel the movement better. Do not force with the breathing. Relaxed breathing. If your mind is slipping off into sleep or somewhere else, bring it back to the practice. Once you are familiar with this breathing, you can see that during the day you can actually breathe in this way, which is very, very relaxing and calming to the mind and the body. It's just awareness of the breath in the abdomen. With the inhalation, the abdomen expands. With the exhalation, the abdomen contracts. Let go of the awareness of this breath. If you are placing the hand on the navel, bring it down. Bring the awareness from the breath to your body. Become aware of the external environment, the sounds, the environment of the room. the touch of the floor and the body. We are going to end this practice of relaxation by gently moving the fingers, the toes, head by the sides. Once the awareness comes back to the body, raise the arms over the head, interlock your fingers, stretch the whole body, and sitting up, turning to one side, please sit up into a comfortable meditative posture. We shall do the one practice of pranayama, which is called the humming bee breath, Bhramari Pranayama. Bhramari Pranayama is an excellent technique of tranquilizing pranayama. It brings a lot of calmness to the mind. The nervous system, the mental waves calms down for people having lot of anxiety, lot of agitations in the mind. Very good practice for people having high blood pressure, insomnia, and hypertension. So just watch the practice once and then we will do it together. Because once you are into the practice, you will not be able to hear me. So I would say that please listen to the practice very, very carefully. We keep the eyes closed and we close the ears with the index finger or the thumb. Both are fine. You plug in so that you don't hear external sound, but don't plug in very deeply so that you hurt your ears. There is a small flap on the ear. You can use that as a flap to close the ears. That is a technique that we give. The elbows are to the side so that your chest is open. Facial muscles are relaxed. You breathe in deeply into the abdomen and you will breathe out with a humming sound. As long as you are exhaling, this humming sound is being produced. Now, the sound of the humming has to be very, very one pitch, not like up and down. That's not desired. It should be one pitch sound. And you have to concentrate on that sound vibration in the middle of the head. That is the practice. Eyes remains closed, ears remains closed. You breathe in deeply, exhale with a humming sound, and feel the sound in the middle of the head. You will do 7 rounds of the practice. And when you finish the practice, you will just sit with closed eyes with the hands on the knees, and I will guide you to a 5-minute meditation. So please start the practice. Once you've finished your 7 rounds of the practice of Bhramari, the humming bee breath or the humming bee pranayama, keeping the eyes closed, place your hands on the knees and just sit silently in a meditative posture with closed eyes. And just allow yourself to internalize through the practices which you have done. Feel the effect of these practices within you, the state of your mind, keeping the spine straight. Just observe the space in front of the closed eyes. Look into that emptiness, that darkness. Take the awareness to the eyebrow center. At the eyebrow center, try to visualize a bright candle flame. We will chant the mantra Om 3 times. Inhale deeply. Om. Rub your palms together. Feel the warmth on the palms by rubbing them together. And when you feel the warmth on the palms, place them on your closed eyes, which is called palming. And gently open the eyes. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the session. In one session, we just try to give you a glimpse of what yoga we practice at Ananda and the classical approach of yoga. And one session is not actually enough to give you all the elements because it needs many years of practice and understanding the whole concept. But the effort is just to give you a taste of the real classical form of yoga. So if you have any questions, we are open to few questions for the next 5-7 minutes. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the session. Namaskar.